This is the age of complaining classes, whether they are lawyers, community activists, radical feminists, race hustlers, or other squeaking wheels looking for oil. No society ever thrived because it had a large and growing class of parasites living off of those who produce. Is what we're hearing with these Wall Street protests just from this complaining class?
Oh, absolutely. I can't imagine that when I was their age that I would have enough money that I could afford to hang around in parks for weeks on end, not doing any work and not bringing in any income.
The incredible thing is, a lot of them are there to complain about capitalism, and you see them on cell phones, not to mention an iPhone. I mean, you know, yeah, go ahead.
But the thing that strikes me about them, wherever they're interviewed, they are incoherent. They will toss out a few scraps of rhetoric, and they feel that they've said something. But they can't tell you exactly what they want. They can't tell you what they're really complaining about, other than that the world is not built to their specification.
Where do these people get these ideas? Where that we're all worse off because of capitalism? And there's a little hint of that in your book that I picked out as well. You say no small part of our social problems today come from miseducated degree holders who have nothing to contribute to the wealth of society, but who are full of demands and indignation and resentment of those who are producing. Is that where these ideas come from?
Yes, and I think the education is pathetic. When I see these people on whom I guess probably $100,000 at least have been expended in their education, counting the public schools, I wonder what kind of return is there when they are unable to put together a few coherent sentences to say what it is that they don't like specifically and what it is that they think ought to be done and why. The whole notion of the fair share, I'm still waiting for someone to tell me, what is the fair share? Is that 20%, 40%, 60%, 80, any number? Or even to give me some principle by which you might determine. And really, it reminds me of the old question asked to Samuel Gompers, the legendary labor leader, when he said, what does organized labor want? And he said in one word, more. And when they say fair share, they mean more. That's all they mean.
The protests and this assault on the rich, orchestrated by the Democrats as the reason for all things wrong in this country, the Republicans have decided that they've got to get in on that action, by hook or by crook. Now, we know everybody's poll-driven in Washington. Do they have polling data which tells them that the majority of people in the country sympathize with the Occupy Wall Street people? Do they have polling data that tells them that the public agrees with the Occupy Wall Street protests? And therefore, they better not be left behind, the Republicans. They better start saying things indicate they are simpatico, see it somewhat similarly. Why else do this? So while Obama is out trying to organize this bunch, he's, by the way, responsible for this. This is Obama's protest to counter the Tea Party. They're jealous. The Democrats are so jealous of Tea Party they can't see straight. This kind of thing is not spontaneous. They didn't bubble up out of nothing. This didn't bubble up out of genuine passion like the Tea Party did. They've had to create this. They've had to pay for it. They're advertising for protest. And even that, the numbers of people showing up are not that big.